Hello everybody, welcome to Blue Heron Hill. I'm Sue and this is sweet potato harvest number 4. 2 more grow bags, the 35-gallon size grow bags, and these are pumpkin sweet potatoes. That's their name. And we're going to see, as in the last video, the voles really decimated my sweet potato crop. I don't hold too much hope for the remaining 2 because if they were on either side of these 2, they have bound to have found some of the sweet potatoes in here. But let's get started and see if what kind of a crop I can salvage from these 2 bags. Let's go. We'll start with cutting off the foliage again. This sits right in front of a brassica bed I have. I've been harvesting some of the broccoli already. There's a Swiss chard in here, and there's also some cabbage, in the back. Yes, already I see a giant tuber, which would have been so good on my dinner plate. That's already been eaten through. Now, I did say I like these grow bags, and they're made out of this felt kind of fabric, but I've noticed a lot of holes being chewed through. I think this is how those varmints have been getting into my grow bags. Ooh. Well, let me show you this. I come up with some of the coolest little characters. Little toady here, trying to make himself warm for the winter. Trying to hibernate in there. He's going to have to find another spot to go in. Okay, buddy. Not exactly the critter I was expecting to find in here. Wow. That is a huge tuber. But then again, look, all just eaten through. What a shame. Lots of little fingerlings. Another large eaten one. More. Well, there's one, my one and only so far, of a whole tuber. Hey, another one. I could just cry. This is all I got out of that one grow bag. 2 that weren't touched. Everything else has been severely damaged or feasted upon. Look at the size of that tuber. Here's my hand. Yikes. Looks good from this side. Turning it over. That is very disheartening. All of these. Here we are. Grow bag number 2 for today. I don't hold much hope, but I'm already planning on what to do next year. So as a gardener, you run into disappointments all the time. But to look ahead to next year is always a positive point. It's a learning experience, and we'll see what I come up to help solve this dilemma that I've had this year. Let's go harvest this bag. Right off the bat, this giant tuber up top, eaten away, and a couple little added on. This little one here might be salvageable, but those aren't. Bag is eaten away here. Not a good sign, and it's ripping in the back. So this one is entirely eaten right on through. This one started on couple little fingerlings down here, which are salvageable. That's good. Looks good. Again, looks good. But look, just not. It's just not a happy sight. Same goes for this one. Now, okay. This was what I was looking for. There, as I turn it over, not one single bite. Huge. Oh my gosh, huge. If these were all undamaged by the voles, I would just be a happy camper for sure. But this probably makes it all worthwhile. They didn't get it. Hooray! Hip hip hooray! That one's okay. You gotta see this. Look what we have there. we have a whole nest of voles. I couldn't get in here fast enough. There were about four or five of them, of little babies. They're just living the dream here. Well, you never know what to expect up on Blue Heron Hill. All sorts of creatures. Well, somebody's living large in my garden. Let's see what else we've got in here. Yikes. See, you can see I've come across another nest, and this is where they were, right down in here. And I managed to get 3 of the 4 or 5, and I relocated them. I am sure they are not going to make it. Well, here's one that they didn't get. Okay, let's recap. We've come away with, out of 2 35-gallon grow bags of potential sweet potato harvest, we came away with 1 nest of baby voles and a small stack of usable harvest sweet potatoes. This is a pumpkin sweet potato variety, and quite a large harvest, so to speak, of non-usable sweet potatoes. Also, this harvest has taught me a few things. Voles are in love with sweet potatoes, so I am going to have to do something to prevent them next year from totally decimating my crop. So I got to look at it as a plus. I've already have some ideas in mind on what to do next year. I've lost at least 4 out of the 5 grow bags because of the infiltration through the sides, through this felt type fabric that I think these voles just ate right through. So that's another thing I've learned, that perhaps these aren't the best thing, and I am going to have to go with something else next year. So there are always positives and there are always negatives in the world of gardening. And if we learn from them, that's always a positive. So thank you for joining along with me. I'm still laughing. I am not totally crying about this loss, but if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, write down in the comments, give me any encouragement, any suggestions that I might be able to take into next season's sweet potato harvest. And until the next time we can go digging in the dirt, happy gardening.